Here's the spreadsheet we developed for the main question of Unit 18. We're putting on a concert, and the amount of money that we earn will depend on the weather. We've done some research, and here are estimates of the chance of each kind of weather. We apply each of these percentages to the dollar amount of revenue to get these figures, and then add them together to get the expected amount that we will take in if we give the concert. In the main question, we assumed that there would be a fixed cost in producing the concert. We subtracted that cost away from the average amount we expect to take in, and that gave us our profit. In question 5 for Unit 18, we have a slightly more complicated and realistic way of calculating the cost of putting on the concert. We'll assume that in each case, the cost is $30,000 plus 12% of the ticket sales. In that way, the more people that come to the concert, the more expensive it is to put on. Here's the cost of putting on the concert in each of the 4 different weather conditions. The cost is always $30,000, plus we need to add another 12% of the ticket sales. Here are the ticket sales. Here's 12% of them. So in this case, the cost of the concert will be $39,000, and here's the cost in the other 3 cases. What's the average cost of putting on the concert? We'd like to take the average of these 4 numbers, but we need to take into account that they're not equally likely. There's a 40% chance that this will be the cost, a 20% chance that this will be the cost, and so on. So, as in the main question, we'll just apply these percentages to these amounts and then add up the results. Here's the cost if it's sunny and warm, and here's 40% of that cost, 40% being the chance that it is in fact sunny and warm. Applying the same reasoning to the other cases, we get the average cost, the expected cost in each case, and then adding those all together using our running sum technique, we'll get the total average cost. On average, we expect to pay $35,100 to put on the concert. And therefore, our expected profit is the amount we expect to take in minus the amount we expect to pay, $7,400. In the second recorded segment for this question, we'll talk about a slightly different way to get the same answer.